Good evening, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at two multiplication methods that we've used in the past. And we will take a look at that for a means of being able to say which one will I use when I multiply as we get ready for our multiplication test at the end of this chapter. And so we're on chapter 3.6 or lesson 3.6, and we're dealing with multiplying 47 times 89. So we're going to put our larger number on top. That just makes it easier in order to multiply. We're going to multiply, first of all, our two numbers in our tens place together. We're dealing with partial multiplication first, and then adding the answers together in order to come up with our final product. And so we would take 80 times 40, and then that will give us 3,200. And then we're going to go ahead and still multiply using this 10 by 9. So we're literally saying 40 times 9. And 40 times 9 is 360. Then we're going to take and we're going to multiply our tens by our ones again. So we're going to say 7 times 80. And then our last, we're going to multiply our ones by our ones. You can do it backwards and you can still come up with the same answer, which is 63. And then we're going to go ahead and add that all together. If we do that, we say 3, just drop it down. And then 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18, bring over our 1. And then 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. We're going to drop that 1 over there, and then we have 4,183. Now, some of you may be saying, oh, let me put my addition sign. Some of you may be saying, but Mrs. Troup, that's not the way we did it today in class, and you are correct, except if you did the Enrich program that we took a look at, which most of you all are doing that at home, and some of you all did it already in class. This looks very familiar. But we can go back to the old-fashioned way that we used before, and we would start from our left, moving to our right, and so on and so forth. So we would say 7 times 9, which is 63, bring down the 3, bring over the 6, and then 7 times 8 plus 6, that will give us 62, and then we can go over here, and we're literally actually saying 40 times 9. We're just going to, for understanding's sake, we're just going to say 4 times 9. But we have to drop the 0 here because we need to understand that we are going to skip the ones place when we're bringing our next set of answers down with this particular multiplication problem. And so, and I like to cross that out so that I won't forget and add that in with anything later on. And so I'm going to say 4 times 9 is 36. I bring my 6 down, bring my 3 over. And then 4 times 8 is 32, plus 5 is 35. Guys, let's go ahead and add it together and see what we come up with. So we have 0 plus 3 is 3, 2 plus 6 is 8, 5 plus 6 is 11. Go ahead and bring that 1 over. And then 3 plus 1 is 4. And guess what? Either way, it works out perfectly. Now, this seemed to be the way that most of you guys could get it. You could do it this way. This way is kind of like allowing us to be able to do this. We're actually doing this. You guys remember this multiplication? Where we actually wrote the value of each digit. And then we went through the multiplication process, putting our numbers in each area. And then we wrote it down like this because we multiplied that, and so on and so forth. It's like doing that, except we're not writing in the box. So keep that in mind. You're not making up the box in order to guide you. You're kind of doing it now in your head. You should be to the point where you can do this without drawing the box. Okay, and so if you can do that, then you should be able to come up with your partial products. But we should be moving, if we're not already there, which most of us are, we should be moving to multiplying like this. Because this is the easiest way in order to come up with your answer, and you don't have a lot of work to do. This can become confusing after a while. Okay, but this lets you understand the value of the digits as you're multiplying. So what I want you to do, I'm going to give you one problem to work on tonight. You can choose the method. That's what we have, choose a multiplication method. You can choose the method, but I do want you to come up with the answer and be ready to talk about it in class tomorrow to 76 times 31, okay? Choose the method that you are most comfortable with and practice that method on solving this problem. If you can even create your own multiplication problems and practice the method that you feel most comfortable with and get it down to a science, that's really what is necessary and key. This is the one that I would strongly advise you to become comfortable with because it's the easiest one that you could possibly do. However, if this one is more comfortable for you right now, go ahead and continue to go this. But do not, and I cross this out, do not continue with this method as far as drawing the square. That's just too much, and bottom line is it'll take up way too much time and it'll cut down your efficiency as you're taking the test. So at least try one of the two methods, preferably this one, when you're solving this one, and come up with your own problems. All right, that's it. I want to encourage you to keep plugging away, keep working on that enrichment project, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.